I was watching this in plus one, right? And I just had to go back to where you hear this clown. He's just stuck the acting. I'll pause it until he comes up and the question happens.
On the wall, 0207 862 is the number that you need. Speaking after US and Russian officials met in Saudi Arabia yesterday for early peace talks without Ukraine President.
Because
President Trump
Boris and fucking Biden stopped the peace deal being signed at the very start.
I have the power to end this war.
You do, Dom.
It's going very well. But today I heard, oh, well, we weren't invited. Well, you've been there for 3 years. You should have ended it 3 years. You should have never started it.
Exactly. Instead of taking your money.
Trump also repeated Russia's position that elections should be held in Ukraine before the war.
Yes, why shouldn't it?
The theory is that Russia wants to topple Volodymyr Zelensky and install a Kremlin.
Because he's an actor.
But despite those concerns, Trump took ownership of that idea.
One thing you don't mention about this.
You could say the people have to, wouldn't the people of Ukraine have to say, like, it's been a long time since we've had an election. That's not a Russia thing. That's something coming from me and coming from many other countries also.
James.
No, that's nice now.
Do you think he misspoke? Was there an element of when they say, well, you started it, you started the war?
This is incredible.
Collectively, is he trying to say Ukraine and Russia should have collectively sorted out a deal before the war started? Or am I trying to give him too much credit? You're looking at me funny.
Will you hear this?
I'm funny. I'm looking at you. I'm bemused by the whole thing. I'm not surprised at all by his comments. I mean, we've long sort of suspected and known that he has business deals with Russian oligarchs, and he's operated in that field quite a few times. So he's got a vested interest in Russia.
What about Hunter's laptop?
And also, what we have to remember is that when we're dealing with Donald Trump, we're dealing with a self-obsessed narcissist. I mean, he's obsessed with money, with power, and with image.
With peace.
And there's a few things at play.
With peace.
First of all, he wants to distance himself from the Biden administration.
Of course.
He's very, very keen on staying.
They try to jail him.
Very, very keen on
wreck his family.
And ending it peacefully whilst maintaining Ukrainian, sort of sovereignty, if you will.
Look, you should stay out of politics because you've no brain for it.
Play to the Republican Party, the people who support him, and then there's the sort of
the whole America supports him.
He doesn't believe that the United States should be giving any money to Ukraine to help fight this.
Well, it's trying
why
to
should
pull
they?
that money back by asking Ukraine to make available their rare minerals.
Exactly.
And things, which is this deal that Volodymyr Zelensky has turned down. Dawn, on the aspect of elections,
I just had
which did start out of
I just had to record that Bellend there.